going to calculate the term frequency, it will mean that in sentence 2, we'll be having some values here, maybe 2, maybe 1, maybe 1, 0, 1, okay, like this, maybe 1, 1, but in sentence 1, it will remain the same, so we'll be having a lot of zeros. So there's a problem here. So to solve this problem, we will do normalization. And normalization, we normalize the term frequencies with respective magnitudes, or in other words, it is called L2 norms. We will use L2 norms to normalize it. So to do L2 norms, we'll be summing the frequencies, each frequency, the squares of each frequency. Now, like for example, in our case, we will square this frequency. This is 1, we'll do 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square plus 0 square. As you can see here, plus 0 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. Yes. Plus 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. After doing the squares of those frequencies, we will do the square root. So let's do it. So 1 square is 1 plus 1 square, which is 1, plus 2 square, which is 4. So it is 1 plus 1 plus 4. It is 6 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1, which is 7, plus 1, which is 8, plus 1, which is 9, plus 1, which is 10, plus 1, which is 11. So the squares is 11. So we'll do the square root now of this 11. I guess from the calculator, we'll do this for A1. For A2, we'll also do the same, which is 1 square, which is 1, plus 0 square, plus 1 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 square. So which is 1 plus 1, which is 2, plus 1, which is 3, plus 1, which is 4, plus 1, 5, 6, 6, plus 1, which is 7. So we'll do the square root. Now, square root of 11, let me do it very quickly. .316. Yeah, 3.3166. The other one, the square root of 7 is equal to 2.6458. Okay, we have done normalization. We have done the L2 norms. Now, we move to step 3. Step 3, after normalization, we now perform cosine similarity. Okay, cosine similarity, in our case, let's do it quickly. This was sentence 1 and sentence 2. AI is friend. So now you can see here, after getting this 3.3166, you will now divide from this one. Like, if you want to get the vectors of this sentence 1, you will do like this: 1 divided by this, which is 3.3166. 3.3166. Again, with this one, divided by 3.3166. See, this one also divided by 3.3166. Yeah, you do for all this, you divide by 3.316. For sentence 2, you will divide 1 divided by this one, our L2 norm for A2 for sentence 2, which is 2.6458 divided by 2.6458. You do for all this 2.6458. You do for all that divided by 2.6458. For sentence 2, you divide for sentence 2, you divide the frequency, which is 1, divided by the L2 norm, which is 2.6458. When you divide like that, you will be getting these vectors. Because I had already divided, the first one for AI, you will get 0.302. The second one, you will get 0.302. For friend, you will get 0.603. For human, you'll get 0, because 0 divided by L2 norm of sentence 1, you'll get 0. For always, you'll get this for human. For always, get 0, and you'll get 0.302. You do for all this. Sentence 2 also, you'll get sentence 2 was 1 divided by L2 norm of sentence 2. So you'll get 1 divided by 2.6458, you will get 0.378. The second one, you'll get 0 like this. You'll get 0.78. Yeah, you'll be doing for all this, for all of those. After doing that, after now normalization, we now calculate the cosine similarity. Calculating the cosine similarity, you will, as from our formula, we were doing like this. Cosine similarity is equal to A dot B. So you will, this is the dot product. We cross multiply the A1 with, we cross multiply sentence 1 with sentence 2. So it will be 0.302 times 0.378. This one times this one, plus this one for is, which is 0.302 times 0. It will be 0 plus 0.603 plus times 0.378. This one times this one, 0.3708 plus 0 times 0.378. If you do all those, you will get the cosine similarity to be 0.684. So these are cosine similarity. Remember our Jaccard similarity was 0.5. So you'll see there's a difference between the Jaccard similarity and cosine similarity. Now, you may be wondering, where can I use the Jaccard similarity and the cosine similarity? So I may give you an example. I may tell you that the best way to use the cosine similarity is when in a sentence a word has been repeated twice. Like for example, our word was AI is our friend and it has been friendly. You see, the word friend has been repeated twice. It is here and also it is here. Yeah, remember that this friend will be lemmatized to friend. So, if you see in a sentence a word has been repeated twice, you will use the cosine similarity. Don't use the Jaccard similarity. The Jaccard similarity will not be able to capture that. The only you may be wondering, where can I now use the Jaccard similarity? For example, I may advise you to use the Jaccard similarity in case maybe I can say when the data is binary. For example, binary means there may be the presence of that word, or there may be the presence of that feature or not. For example, if user 1, we have user 1, let us call user 1 John, and this one Mary. Mary likes to watch movie, the preference of the movie. Let's say Mary movie and John movie. The preference of the John movie is movie 1, movie 3, movie 5, movie 8, and maybe movie 10.